Hi there, it's Corey Michael Sanchez here, and I am hosting a really great session with Brandon Barnum. And here's the topic. This is going to be exciting for everybody. We focus on B2B sales training. We talk about prospecting, closing deals, consultative selling, right here at mojoglobal.com. So thanks for joining us here today. The topic today is essentially, how do you close a closing strategy that'll help you increase your closing ratio by 400%, and why only 3% of people are actually doing this, and how to fix it forever. So this is exceptional stuff. We're here with Brandon Barnum, who had a 23-year-long illustrious career. He's teamed up with some of the top people in the planet and learned how to really hone in his deal closing. He's done about $500 million in deal closing. He's also the chief referral officer over at refer.com. And he's got a lot of great things to share with you. He's partnered up with some of the greats like Mark Victor Hansen and some other really large referral partners. So here today, we're really all about how do you increase your closing ratio. So Brandon, thanks for joining us here today.
Oh, thanks, Corey. Pleasure to be here.
Yeah, perfect. So, so you have this method that talks about how you can close at 400% higher, which I think is absolutely tremendous. And this is something that everybody wants, right? Because if you're going to get on a sales call, it'd be better if you could close more. It'd be better if you could close at a much higher level. So, and the whole point is to fill your calendar. Like we talk about this a lot. You want to fill your calendar with prospects that want to meet with you, that are interested in what you have. And from Brandon, he's got an amazing strategy to meet with people that are very interested in what you have. So much so that it's far easier to close. So Brandon, what is this one little method that will help people close at 400% higher?
Yeah, you bet. Well, it's all about creating profitable partnerships. So what the research shows is that people that are referred to you, recommended, personally endorsed, are 400% more likely to do business with you and to choose your services over somebody else. So, it's totally old school, but it all comes down to referrals. And what we really specialize is helping people create those referral partnerships with other professionals who are already serving your clients each and every day.
All right, so the method is referrals, right? And you're right. It's like been around for a while. I mean, ever since the dawn of business, people have operated according to word of mouth. Now, what I like about you is that you really teach systems of doing it, because you told me previously only 3% of people actually have a system for doing it, which to me is kind of like, it's like mind blowing. And also, there's one stat that you gave me that said 97 business owners work by referrals, right? And this is by Dr. Ivan Misner, right? The founder of BNI, correct? So this is crazy to me, because I think a lot of people think they have a referral business when in actuality they don't. What's your take on that?
Well, so in the research that we've done, 76% of people say that their number one source of new clients is by referral. And, the second half of that Ivan Misner quote, he says 97% of businesses run by referral or are assisted by referral, but only 3% have a system in place to drive the referral business coming to them on a regular basis. And that's where we see the gap all the time. I'm always working with people and I start asking them what they're doing, what their referral process and methodology is. And they kind of look at me with this blank stare. And, I call it the shamrock method, because they're just hoping by luck and by prayer that they're going to stumble upon a referral and have some client come to them. And yes, that happens, right? If you're out there building relationships, staying top of mind, people will refer and recommend you. But the secret is to how do you get that happening on autopilot, right? How do you get those referrals coming to you on a regular basis? And for us, the number one method all comes down to referral partnerships.
Now tell us real quick, before we dive into that, you had some really incredible, like mind-blowing stats on the power of referrals, as far as how much more profitable they are, how much more loyal these referrals are. So let's talk on that real quick. That was very interesting to me.
Yeah, you bet. Well, so one of the stats that's very interesting is that 90% of people trust recommendations when they come from someone they know. So right off the bat, as soon as someone recommends and refers you to their clients, their colleagues, their friends, their family, 9 out of 10 of those people that they recommend are going to trust you right off the bat. So you're starting your relationship from a place of trust, because that trust gets transferred from their relationship to your new relationship. Now, what we find is it only works one link. So, if you refer me and then I refer somebody else, that next person doesn't trust you necessarily, because it's 2 steps removed. So it only works once. But when it comes to B2B sales, and I know a lot of your clients and members are B2B professionals, 84% of B2B transactions start by referral. So that's what the research shows. So if you're not working by referral, then you're starting off having to overcome, right, and work against that. Some of the other stats are that referred clients are 18% more profitable than more loyal, 18% more loyal, 16% more profitable. So every client that comes to you by referral, right off the bat, is worth 16% more money to your bottom line. Because of that trust factor, they're going to do more business with you. They're going to spend more. You can actually charge them more. And because they trust you, they're happy to pay for that service.
I love it. So essentially, you'll make more money and you'll keep them longer, which leads to making more money. So I like it. So let's talk about the system of doing this, right? Because Mojo, we're very involved in creating systems to do this. I mean, we help generate LinkedIn systems of getting business, right? Because it's not enough for us to just wish for a Hail Mary pass from people, right? I think it's, Ira calls it hopium, right? A lot of people are smoking hopium, where they're just hoping and praying that that next referral will come through, and it is not a system for getting. You can't run your business on it, right? And expect to have a very happy, healthy business and have healthy cash flow, right? You want consistent revenue coming in, which is why we're so focused on always generating leads and appointments on a daily basis, instead of just hoping for them. So let's talk about the system then. So Brandon, fill us in. What is your system that you use that has helped you generate $500 million in closed business?
Yeah, you bet. So it's really a 3-step process. Number one, people have to be promoting themselves. And so on the refer.com platform, we've built a referral marketing system. It's the best in the world. There's nothing else that even compares. It all starts by people promoting themselves and their services. We give them a referral card so that they can do that effectively. And here's the key. They need a way to automatically ask for referrals and to help support people in recommending and referring them. Because one of the things that we find as we coach these clients through the referral process is most people are very uncomfortable asking for referrals, especially financial advisors. One of the worst, honestly. They fail miserably at this because they feel so uncomfortable and awkward. They're so concerned about their status in the eyes of their clients that they miss this opportunity. And really the way that we shift that in them is we help them understand that really, rather than asking for a referral, which is asking for you to give me something, you want to offer your services as a gift to the people that they care about. And so there's a way to position that. But number one is to promote yourself. Number two is to team up with professionals that are serving your clients on a regular basis. So complementary professionals who are already serving your target market. And then number three is just engaging your audience. And so you've got to make sure that you're staying top of mind, that you have a way to reach out and touch people on a regular, consistent basis so they remember you when the next time they have a client that comes to them and says, hey, I've been going through this. I'm changing jobs. I'm getting close to retirement. I've got a kid going to college and I need to plan for these financial matters. And, who do you know that, right? So you need to be engaging and staying top of mind. So that's really our 3-part system: is promote yourself consistently, team up with complementary professionals, and then engage your best referral sources so that you stay top of mind.
Gotcha. And how do you get the first referral, right? Like what's the method of making that happen, right? So you can obviously you promote, you get in front of people, you have a network, but how do you get the first referral out of them? How do you ask for it? How do you make that happen?
Sure. Well, the biggest way is number one, to ask, because so few people actually do. And that's one of the things that we built into our referral marketing system, is because there's a refer me button that it lives in your referral card, and we give to our members to integrate into like their email signature, their online blogs, their social media, their website. When you start to automate and systematize the asking of referrals so the system does it for you, then you don't have to feel uncomfortable and awkward asking. You're just creating a culture of referrals from the get-go. So that's number one, is automate the ask. And that's one of the things that we teach and help people do all the time. But when you're sitting with a client, let's say, you and I are meeting, and
Sure.
you're my client, and at the end, what I would do is I would just share with you, Corey, I love helping people like you that are facing these types of challenges, whatever that situation may be, right? And then you just simply offer to help them. By the way, I'm looking for a few new folks that I can help. So if you have a family member, a friend, a client, a colleague that is facing this challenge, I would love to help them. Now you're not asking for a gift from them, you're offering a gift to them. So it completely flips the script and shows that you're caring and offering to help them. So you reposition yourself in the minds of your clients.
Got it. Okay. And here's the thing too, for like some of our clients that are using LinkedIn and other methods to reach out to people, only 3% of people are ready to do something at any given time. And here's the thing, you might come across people that maybe they're not ready to go, but maybe they could have some referrals for you directly right away. Like we have clients that get on the phone with people they meet with from LinkedIn, and maybe they're not a direct client, but you can still build them into being a referral partner. And you could always find out the strength of how much of a referral partner they could be by just looking at their network on LinkedIn. It's all right there, right? So you can see their referability like right off the bat. How big is their network? How many people they connected to? How many people look like really great referrals for you, right? So that's one very easy, very cool way to assess their referability or assess their how much you can partner up with them as a referral partner. So that's very cool. So engagement. Let's talk about engagement next.
Well, I just want to tag on what you're saying, because
Sure.
what you're talking about is influence, right? And so
Right.
that's also one of the secrets that you can leverage yourself. I mean, I teach people all the time, one referral can change your life. You mentioned Mark Victor Hansen earlier. Mark called me yesterday. He called me again this morning because I'm working on connecting him with some people that are going to fund his $100 million solar energy company that he's building. And that one relationship has done so much for me and my business. I mean, as a result, we've got some amazing people that have come on board with refer.com because of the introductions that Mark has made. And so it's such an important point, because you really need to be strategic in your business and be leveraging relationships that have mass influence as often as possible, or at least influence over your target market. And so as you're sort of inventorying or assessing your relationships, think about people that have the ability to make the most difference in your business. Maybe you want to be working with an executive or an HR director or somebody that works at a larger company and has the ability not just to refer you one client, but maybe it's 100 clients, or it's one massive client all at once. So leverage is really key.
Yeah, Russell Brunson talks about it. It's called the Dream 100. But it seems to me, from your standpoint, it's not the 100 that you're looking for. It's maybe how many would you recommend that you're kind of looking to prospect with?
It all depends. So, my personal story, when I got into the mortgage business back in my 20s, I was a single dad, and I had a mentor that told me you need to build referral partnerships. If you want to make money, build referral partnerships. Well, using that strategy and what he taught me, I was able to 10x my income in 2 years. So I went from making $20,000 a year to making $200,000 a year in no time flat. But I focused on 10 people. I started out with 10 people that I wanted to build referral partnerships with. From those 10, I ended up doing business with 6 of them, right? So 60%. ended up doing business with me. And Corey, I'm not sure if we're still live. I've lost your video.
Oh, we're here. Yep, we are still
Okay,
live.
okay,
I was just
cool.
plugging my
All right, great.
headphones.
No problem. So anyway, for me, it started out with 10 people. Now, what we teach is focus on your top 20, right? Focus on, because that's an easily manageable number. If you just focus on your top 20 relationships, and we recommend that you rank them, right? Who is the number one person that is your best referral source for your business? And as you go back and kind of assess what's worked for you, usually you'll find that a bulk of your business, maybe it's 20% of your business, comes from one single person. When I was in the mortgage business, I had one realtor that referred me $50,000 a year in revenue, in income to me. And so that one relationship was key. So once you sort of assess and you know your top 20, then you can focus on investing in that relationship, engaging those people that are really productive and profitable for your business.
I love it. Okay, excellent. Perfect. So this is very cool. So once you got your top 20, how do you really engage them continuously? How do you really, maybe, you know, some of them might be referable right away, but some take a little bit more nurturing. So how do you engage them?
They do. I mean, you know, honestly, it all comes down to how much people care about you, how much they know, like, and trust you. So if you really want a lot of business, you want to build a strong relationship with those people. You take them out to lunch. You know, when I had my mortgage company, so I went on from being a loan officer to having a mortgage company with 30 loan officers working for me. And so I would not only take people to lunch, we'd do concerts that we would sponsor, you know, a suite at, and we'd invite our best people, or we'd take them to a baseball game or a basketball game. And you really just want to spend time nurturing that relationship. And one of the coaches that I work with, in fact, he's my business coach, Danny Creed, he says, you know, he doesn't spend anything on marketing other than the cost of lunch, right? Because he's always looking to take people out to lunch, to break bread, and to invest in those relationships one-on-one. So you can certainly use technology, and our technology helps. We've got this really cool tech in our Engage engine that actually allows you to put in the interests. You enter in the interests of somebody that you're meeting and wanting to build a relationship with, and then within 2 clicks, you can send them an article, a blog, a video that's interesting to them, right? It's about what they're interested in. So, you know, a few weeks ago, I was meeting with a Sandler sales guy here in town, and he told me that he had just won a bunch of money at the Kentucky Derby, right? He had gotten the trifecta, which just never happens, but he had nailed it. And so I went back to my office, put in horse racing, and I sent him an email. I said, by the way, this is what our system recommends that I send you, because I'd been telling him about it, right? And I just wanted to give him an example. And he wrote me back later that day, and he was just blown away. He said, I can't believe you just sent me that article. He said that author wrote the article 4 days before the Kentucky Derby, and he chose the exact 3 horses that I chose that won me all this money. Never found that article on my own, right? But with our technology, it took me 2 clicks and 2 seconds to send him something that was personally relevant to him. So it really delivers customized, curated content based on what they're interested, not just what you're interested in.
Oh, I love it. That's fabulous. Okay. Personalization is key. Not just blasting it out, but like really personalizing everything. So, okay, good.
Yeah, and when you've got your list of top 20, it doesn't take long at all. I mean, you're literally, you can be in and out in 30, 60 seconds per person. Contact them, follow up with them, you know, once every couple of weeks, ideally. And it doesn't take long, but the more you make it about them and you show that you care and come with that giver's gain mentality, the faster that you'll see your business grow.
I love it. All right. Well, there you have it, guys. How you can increase your closing by 400%, get referrals, focus on the top 20, engage them, promote to them, right? Build relationships with them, right? Provide value to them and their people, their relationships that they know, right? Offer assistance, offer help, and be in it for the long run too, right? And by the way, you can do this with all the stuff you're doing on LinkedIn. When you're outreaching to people, you're not only building customer bases, but referral bases as well. So you should always be looking for those monster referral partners for you and really hone those relationships, right? Um, I can't tell you how much people have like left on the table by not really building those over the length of their career. They have a meeting, forget about that person, you were excited about it, and then take a look at where it's at in a year. Like, what did you really build the relationship? Are they sending you tons of business? So don't leave money on the table. Really scoop up as much as you can. Build that referral business. So Brandon, if they want to learn more about building a referral business, where would they go?
Well, we'd love to have them come join our Profit Partner Summit. So we're doing a one-day event here in Phoenix, Arizona on October 14th. And if you go to refer.com/profit, then you'll find out about that. They can be your free guest, Corey. If they're members of Mojo, we're happy to comp them and have them come in so they can avoid the cost of that. So that's at refer.com/profit. Your code would be all access. So they just type in all access, one word with no spaces, as the promo code to avoid the cost of that. Wow. And then, you talked about referability earlier. Well, we've got a referral score quiz that we would recommend everybody take because it really helps you identify where you're strong and where you're weak. So that's just at refer.com/quiz. And you can take that, and doesn't take you long, takes about 60 seconds to complete. And then you'll know exactly where you score when it comes to your referral business and which areas that you need to improve to drive that even higher so that you're making more money.
Love it. All right, there you go. Refer.com/profit. And that's awesome. Thank you so much. All access. I didn't even know he was going to offer that because there is cost to doing events. Like I've done events and they are a lot of work. And a lot of costs too. So I'm actually pretty blown away that he even offered that. So thanks, Brandon, for doing that. I would definitely take him up on it because I don't know about you, but referrals for us, joint venture. I mean, there's a big chunk of our business that was based on referrals and from joint venture partner relationships. So we always have that arm going, and then our prospecting on LinkedIn going, right? And some of the other things we do. But between those, I mean, that's a huge chunk of our business. So definitely worthwhile for you to really invest time into it, learning it, as well as resources to make that generate an extra couple six figures in your business. I think it's totally worth it. So thanks, Brandon. Anything else you want to say before we wrap this up?
Well, I was just going to say, if they do come to the summit, we'll be teaching you our referral partner blueprint. So we're going to show you exactly who you should be partnering with, how to build those relationships, and then how to cross promote with those people so that they're recommending you and promoting you to all their clients, colleagues, and social spheres. So come to the summit, refer.com/profit, and use the all access promo code.
All right. We'll see you guys there. All right. Thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Thank you.